Berikutnya langsung saja kepada Kak Nada ya.
Hmm.
Dipersilakan Kak Nada.
Oke, bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh, Kak Rashid.
Waalaikumsalam warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Halo Kak.
Hello, good
Ya,
evening.
good evening to you
Okay,
too.
and yeah, first off, congratulations for achieving this stage
Mm,
and interview. And yeah, my question will be focusing on your long-term plans and well, your basically like your overall plan. And because I would
mm,
like to know more about it, because I know that you've got a really nice and interesting discussion earlier with Kak Dovki. So I'd like to know more about what you're gonna do with your degree. So starting off my uh, first question.
mm,
Well, you told your focus mainly will be in geology and those kind of stuff.
mm,
So, what are the key challenges that you expect to
mm,
face later on when you're promoting your green mining practice and your large stage on enterprises,
mm.
and how would you overcome them?
Okay, that's really an interesting question. Mm. I think the biggest challenge when I come back to Indonesia after learning in the London is all about the bureaucracy and also all about the technology. Because, you know, the central government is already had Astachita, is already had Kepres number one, so 2025, and it's really a good initiative about how to make the green mining come true, how to make Indonesia become as the center of the green energy of the world, and how to make sure that all the program accelerates. But the bureaucracy itself needs to be the more effective, needs to be more concise, more vast, and I think that the transfer from the industrial in the nickel industry streaming program itself will tackle this issue, and also will have make some what can I say collaboration to become easier. And the second one is about the technological reserve because HPL is very a newest program and it's only been used by mainly the Chinese company in Indonesia that already been, but the key technology is still had by the Chinese. So I need to make sure that this technology will pass on to the Indonesian and also make sure that this technology can be interpreted and also can be produced to the next generation, to the next step itself. Because the RKF and HPL have the different products. The RKF aim for stainless steel, but the HPL is for the battery. So I need to make sure I need to make much research. I need to make much discussion, much negotiation, many negotiations about how to make sure that this technology can become us Indonesians and also to develop into the better future. Sorry, still mute.
Okay,
Okay.
so you mentioned a lot about developing an advanced like regulatory framework for your future
Hmm.
contribution plan, right? And one of
Hmm.
your challenge is the technology resource itself. So in that regard, how do you plan with Indonesia's current mining regulations?
Okay. As prior as my essay, after I coming back to Indonesia, I will join my ID. So when I working in the Getcha Partners Asia, I already have a team in Jakarta, in Sydney, and also from the Hong Kong. We collaborate with the NSW government, Australian government, our IG, Australian Institute of Geoscientists, and like society economic geologist and also the ASDM itself. And also I already had a project my current company had the project in the Malah in the Sulawesi, and I think that I have several connection with my ID. So after I coming, they already said that they really need tenaga ahli or really special skills engineer that can make sure that this technology from the Chinese and the UK, the government itself can share. And also I will call the research and development to make sure that all the progress, all the things will process smoothly. But once and the foremost, um, I'm the scientist, I'm the analyst, I'm not a policymaker. I want the thing that can I do is the best that thing I do is research and also to analyze all the data in Indonesia and make sure it will become a really big impact from the green mining and exploration initiative.
All right, thank you. Now, yeah, again, you mentioned about the integration between the circular economy strategy into your Mind IDs operations. And
Mm.
yeah, is there any indicators or elements to measure the result? Like, are this, is there any, like, are you following a specific scheme, or
Mm.
how would you measure the success?
Sorry, can you elaborate the question again, please? I still don't get it.
Yes. So you mentioned again about the integrated operation, like collaborating with many stakeholders and those kind of institutions. And what kind of indicators that you would use to measure the success? Like,
Oh, okay.
yeah,
Oh,
because
okay.
we should like we should kind of what is it? Measure how successful it is before we move. Right? What kind of indicators you plan to use?
Okay. Thank you. My utmost indicator is for RJPMN. RJPMN in Indonesia is Rencana Jangka Pendek dan Menengah Nasional. It's around 2025 to 2029. And also there's RJPPN, Rencana Jangka Menengah dan Panjang Nasional. It's around 2025 to 2060. There's many indicators that make sure that this green initiative make can we depend success. I see that in 2030 because carbon output is worldwide is around 1 million 180 uh, uh, so it's will be will be divided by I think it's around 30%. When and to 2060, there's a net zero carbon emission that decrease all the carbon emission into around 90 to 100%. So, and also in the Astrazeneca itself, there's a task force of the nickel downstreaming industry. There's many indicators such as like how to implement these technologies, how to uh, how to upgrade the kesejahteraan or how to upgrade the social factors in the mining community and about how about the climate resilience and the environmental factor itself. So there's many indicators that can I use, but for the technology itself, that I really want to research in the London, it's about how to make sure that this RKAF is reduce its carbon and the carbon outtake to around 30% to 2030.
Okay.
Okay.
Thank you very much. So I think I've had enough with the technical and plan. Now I would like to go a little bit into the reflections towards your contribution plans, since I'm sure that you've completely understand about what you're doing. I assume that because I well, judging from your answers. But here
Mm.
I'm kind of curious about well, if later in the future, like if your contribution plan phases like well, the bureaucracy or
Mm.
institutional or political resistance,
Mm.
or well, the worst case scenario you didn't get any support from the government, like would you still go and do your contribution plan?
Hmm.
And if so, then how would you do that? Or are you going to like switch your career, or yeah,
Hmm.
what's your plan B?
Okay. Thank you for the question. The first and foremost thing that there's something that I can control, and there's thing that I can control, and also the political struggles, the bureaucracy is not something that I can control. The thing that I control is my reaction. Is I believe in my skill, I believe in my insight, and also I believe in my vision about this green initiative. And also, I also have like what can I say, a lifelong mission myself. I want to become, sorry, I will make it in sebaik-baiknya manusia adalah yang bermanfaat bagi manusia lain. And the better ones like that. So I will still my expertise in also in geology. I want to integrate geology with economy and also environment because I really had a future plan. I also had a vision that Indonesia will won't be called dirty nickel itself. Indonesia, as for your information, is called dirty nickel because all its nickel progress from the mining to production is really not looking for the social enterprises, environmental sustainable and itself, and other foremost. And it's really bad for our future generation. So I think I this had this mission, and if government not really support that I think it's impossible. A little more impossible because Pak Prabowo or the central government itself already had two mission is astagitas, but I will support as much as I do with my expertise, my skill, my experience, and my networking.
Hey, and yeah, I think I've come to the last questions. So yeah, well, you say that your contribution plan is basically connect your personal missions and the nation's mission with Astachita, right? And well, my last question regarding your contribution plan is this here. How contribution, like, because I think I've read in your
Mm,
essay that you also become part of uh, your social media initiative, the Portal Geologi, right?
mm,
And yeah, how's your contribution, your role in the platform
mm.
going to play in supporting your professional contribution later on?
Okay. So until now, I already had two platforms. The portal, my initiative of my friends from geology, and I hate and this platform is that I think that want to become like leaders. I want to become someone who show the way, lead the way, and make sure that this is really a right way to come into the future of the geologist itself, and also future for the scientist. So my role is like for the CEO. Like chief or operational officer that can make sure that all the posts, all the things will make sure truly with the initiative itself. And also, but yeah, there is some internal struggle in this social media initiative, but I will make sure that it will be activated as soon as possible to make sure that this will be linear with our vision to the sustainable Indonesia and also for green mining initiative.
All right. Thank you. I think that's pretty much it for me, Kak Rashid.
Mhm.
And one small note from me will be it's good to provide data along the way, along your explain. Uh, more
Mhm.
can I think for me is Kak Wassalamualaikum.
Terima
Oke.
Terima Kita si berikutnya untuk the next ini nanti